Hello and welcome to the 46th episode of the Honesty Pod with me, Beth Quintenton. Here you will find nothing but honesty, whether you like it or not, and things that you need to hear. So today's topic of conversation is motivation is not your friend. Okay, and I've had a lot of conversations over the last couple of weeks about motivation, and especially I think with the weather, being in the UK, it has been crazy hot over, I don't know, quite a while. Like the last month it has been like 30 plus. And the weather has changed very suddenly. We literally had storms and like flooding all of yesterday all over the UK, so that's fun. And I've realised through friends and through clients that quite a lot of people are feeling a little bit more tired than usual, a bit headachy, and I think this is mostly due to just the pressure, the change in pressure, the change in weather, and yeah, it's just nature is doing one on us, you know. So through these times and through other times in life as well, motivation is naturally going to be a little bit less. And I think the main thing I pick up whenever someone new comes onto the body confidence coaching program is that they talk a lot about motivation, and I like to bang this subject on the head as soon as possible when someone comes on the program, because as soon as we realise that motivation is not what is going to get you to do the shit you need to do, the better, and the more progress that they are ultimately going to make as well. So yeah, we're going to be talking through that today, and why motivation is not your friend, and why we should not rely on motivation to get us to do stuff. Okay, the first one is relying on motivation will make you lazier. It will, for sure, because let's be honest, when was the last time you woke up first thing in the morning and thought, I want to go to the gym. I am so excited to go to the gym. Oh my God, the gym right now sounds like a good idea. Let's be honest, you probably have woken up and thought that maybe once or twice in your life, okay? And I get it. I'm the same. I am no exception to this rule. I think that on a regular basis. However, your gal does not listen to or wait for motivation to come and show its beautiful head, because honestly, it's not going to happen, okay? We are very rarely motivated to do the things we know we need to do, and that's very normal. This behaviour is incredibly normal, okay? However, that does not mean that you think, okay, sweet, I'm not motivated to do X, Y, and Z today, so it's not going to get done. No, that's not how the world works. We still got to get stuff done, especially if you've got goals to achieve, and especially if, for example, you're at work and you're kind of paid to do stuff. You kind of have to do it. You can't wait for motivation, right? So you need to take this same approach with getting closer to your goals, okay? And I'm obviously going to talk mostly about kind of health and fitness kind of goals on this podcast. But yeah, you know, it's waiting around for this sudden, oh yeah, I'm ready to do this now, you're just never gonna get to where you want to be. You're never gonna feel comfortable in how you look, how you feel, and how you think about yourself. And I don't want that for you, because I have been in that place before, and I'm sure you have as well, and it's not very fun. It is not fun at all. So we don't rely on motivation to get up early to go to the gym, or to get home from work and think, I need to go and train now, or to make a relatively healthy lunch, you know, get some protein, get some veggies, fruit in there, you know. Yeah, no, motivation's not going to cut it. It's discipline. Discipline is what is going to carry you through life. And luckily for you, boys and girls, it's something that we can learn. It is. It's going to take time. It's going to take a hell of a lot of, I don't want to do this, but I'm doing it anyway, mentality. But it can be learned, okay? So all is not lost. So secondly, when we rely on motivation, as I've said already, you're not going to get shit done. You're not going to get anything done if we're waiting around for those wonderful feelings of, oh, I'm ready to do this now. I'm never ready to do the washing up. I'm never ready to wash my clothes. I never feel ready to go and have a lovely shower. But I know I have to do it because I don't want to be stinky. I don't want my clothes to be stinky. I don't want my house to be stinky, you know? I do it because for me it's a necessity. And so we kind of have to look at the things that we're struggling to do as a necessity. Like, for example, even for me, the gym for me is a necessity because I know as soon as I stop looking after myself, my business is going to go downhill, my clients are going to go downhill, their healths are going to go downhill, and that puts the fear of God in me, so that's not happening. And not only that, I'm just going to be living a very sad existence. Like, I am one of those people that I don't know what people do if they don't train, because I'm like, what do you do to fill that time? Like, what do you do? Do you live a normal life? Like, what do you do in the time that it takes to train? Very confusing to me. Anyway, and the more that you rely on motivation, you are going to get so goddamn frustrated with yourself. Like, you're fully going to be at war with yourself, at war with your head. And whenever you are at war with yourself, or you're just kind of talking to yourself not very nicely at all, you're not going to have a good day. You're not going to get stuff done, okay? We have to be nice to ourselves. Like, I don't know why this doesn't click for people. Like, if you are constantly beating yourself up, calling yourself names, you know, making jokes about yourself, but in reality it's kind of something you believe, or, you know, if you're just constantly brushing things off and not addressing things, then yeah, you're not gonna feel good. You're not gonna feel good. And again, take it from me, from experience. I have done this for many years, and I still do it occasionally. You know, it crops up every now and then, and I have to silence the voice, or, you know, change it to something that's kind of a little bit more positive, a little bit more optimistic. And it takes time. Again, it takes time, but it pays off. It pays off a hell of a lot. Because motivation is a fickle bitch. Motivation is a fickle bitch. And the more you rely on it, the more you're going to get frustrated, the more you're going to get further away from whatever goals it is that you've got for yourself. The less shit that's going to get done, the more your life's going to start feeling like it's falling apart. And we just won't continue down that rabbit hole because we don't want to. However, motivation is a fickle bitch, okay? And there's something else that I read a couple of days ago, and it's along the lines of, if you want something bad enough, you shouldn't have to feel motivated to go and get it. Okay, if you want that thing bad enough, you will think, you know what, I'm not feeling like doing this today, but I'm going to because I want to be here in X amount of time. And this can be related to, obviously, health and fitness, of course, but even business-wise. Like, there's been many days over my 3 years of running this program that I have thought, I cannot be bothered today. I cannot be bothered. But have I got my ass up out of bed and done the shit that I know I need to do anyway? Yes, I have. And this is why I run a successful business. Because regardless of how I'm feeling, or what's happening, or if I've got COVID, I'm still going to be doing something for it. You know, I'm still showing up in ways that I can. Granted, sometimes they need to be reduced. If, for example, I have COVID, luckily, had it twice now, hopefully never again. But yeah, if you want something bad enough, you're gonna go get it. Regardless if you're motivated, you're gonna go get it. And in this world of productivity, discipline is your only friend. Okay? Discipline is your only friend because it can be learnt and it can be practiced constantly. But it's up to you to actually put that into action, okay? And it's always the theory of things we all understand, right? Like, we understand the theory of how to lose weight. We understand the theory of how to start a business. We understand the theory of how to get ourselves out of a slump, right? But do we do it? Do we do it? Ask yourself that question. Do you do it? More than likely, no. And action, we need to take action, people. Like, if there is shit you want to get done, you go and do it. And I can guarantee, I heard this maybe on like a motivational YouTube video. I don't know. I watch those things. Just allow me. It helps. And someone said during these motivational videos that that movement creates momentum. And what this translates to is basically, if you start something and just, start doing a couple of bits of it, you're going to get that momentum and that almost like state of flow to be able to continue and, cross off the bigger tasks that you've got on your list, or go and do other things that you haven't done yet, So remember, you've just got to start. You've just got to start, and then that kind of movement of starting is going to carry that momentum for you to then be like, okay, cool, I've done this, now I'm going to go and do this, this and this, and stay disciplined, but we've got to start to get there. To get to that discipline, we've got to start taking action. And another thing I read earlier when I was doing a little bit of research for this little pod was discipline is sacrificing what you want now for what you want so much more later. And I think whenever people think they have to sacrifice something, it's almost like, because it's such a powerful word, and obviously sacrificing is it usually means, loss of life in order to get something, or loss of something in order to get something, right? Sacrificing stuff doesn't need to feel as big as it actually is, okay? You don't have to go and kill a pig to go and get started on your weight loss journey. Like, luckily that does not have to happen, because otherwise your gal would probably not be in this business. We're not about killing things right over here, okay? But, maybe a sacrifice could be, having half the amount of chocolate you usually have and then saving the other half for tomorrow, Sacrifices like really tiny, tiny, tiny things in the grand scheme of things is what will help you take that step closer to where you want to be, okay? So, yeah, there are going to be times when you do have to sacrifice something and you're thinking, oh, I really don't want to do that. But you've then got to kind of go through and reanalyze, like, is the end goal what I really want? If the answer is yes, then you know that you're not doing whatever it is that you wanted to do, or, whatever context that is for you. But, we've always got to think about how much better life is going to be, when you've got to said goal, or you're closer to said goal. You're gonna be happy. You're gonna feel good. You're gonna feel like you're making progress, and you're getting closer to the person you want to be, or a kind of business person you want to become, or a kind of, gaining the kind of health that you want to have. And also a question: do you think Elon Musk waited for motivation to strike? Do you think Beyonce waited for motivation to strike? Do you think... I can't think of anyone else. However, look, do you think your fave celeb, business person, someone in the media, public eye, do you think that they waited for motivation to strike? No, they did not. They did not. They went out and they thought, this is my idea. In order to make this idea work, I have to do X, Y, and Z. They then went and did X, Y, and Z, motivated or non-motivated, and then they were like, okay, cool, I've now got this whole idea, business, whatever it may be, I'm now going to continually upgrade, seek out the professional help that I need, and we're going to make something of this, you know? And this is what you need to do, okay? As I said, whether it be business, whether it be your health, whether it be just kind of changing lifestyle in general, this is the shit you need to do. Do not wait for motivation to get you up and about and doing stuff. Because if you do that, you've already failed. Because you haven't been able to harness the discipline you know you need to get there. You know? So I hope that this was a nice little, a kind of nice slap in the face, but also a reality check of, oh shit, yeah, okay, cool, I need to start doing X, Y, and Z so that I can get to wherever I need to be. So I hope this was the kick up the bum that you may have needed. Or, you know, refer back to this later. If right now you're not really, you know, you're kind of good. If there comes a point where you're like, I'm just not motivated to do stuff, come and listen to this podcast again, and hopefully it will kick you into gear, okay? So thank you so much for listening to this episode. If you enjoyed it, please subscribe, leave a review, leave a review, five stars if that's okay. Or if you're watching on YouTube, thumbs up. What else do you do on YouTube? Comment, subscribe as well, of course. And also follow me on social media, because I am funny. I can be quite funny and educational. So the mix of them, perfect. So my Instagram is @BethQFitness. The podcast also has social media, which is at The Honesty Pod on both TikTok and Instagram, and I also have my own personal TikTok @BethQFitness as well. So follow me on all of those, because you will not be disappointed, I promise you. And if you want to hear more about the body confidence coaching program, you've got questions about it, you just want to know something, or you're just struggling in general with health and getting to where you want to be, feeling like a confident queen that you should feel like, then please message me, ideally on my @BethQFitness Instagram, and we shall have a little chat. So have a lovely day, my lovely people, and I will see you in the next one.